Welcome everyone.
Yeah, welcome everyone. We are about to kick off a couple of rounds of Ghost Court. Ghost Court is a really low, sort of rules light LARP / role playing game where us people in the stream will take turns arguing over various court cases involving ghostly matters such as haunting rights, dispute cases, employment rights, all that fun stuff, succession law. I believe we're just playing this game to get a sense for how court cases might work for some potential other future exciting projects. But for now, we're just going to jump in and have some fun. Each of us will take on a role of a different court participant throughout these cases, which should take about 5 minutes each. One person will get to be the defendant. One person will get to be the prosecutor. Of course, we need a judge. And there is also a court clerk who is there to keep order and make sure that everyone gets their fair turn at speaking. And of course it wouldn't be complete without a very annoying court reporter to pester all of the litigants with questions after the court case has concluded. We're using a platform called GatherTown, which is a very cute, mostly free service that lets you create online spaces such as this. It has some really handy built-in tools so we can broadcast to each other while we're playing this game. All of the objects you see on this screen, if the broadcasting space, so all these objects you see on the screen are interactable. For us playing, the open blue books are where you can find specific rules for the role that you're playing. So the open book here in front of the big seat in the middle is for the judge, and the little book over here is the sort of rules for the clerk. As well as little microphones. They give you little prompts to and ideas for what you might want to do or say while you're playing that particular role. And if you need access to the list of court cases, it is available in a pinned comment in the chat, or you can click on this little red book and it will take you to a drive link with all of the court cases we'll be playing today. I think for now we're just going to pick some cases that look fun and dive in. So once I've picked a case, I'll go over how a court the case should look in time and that kind of thing, how much time people should speak for and all that jazz. So, who would like to pick the first case? Does this one jump out at someone? I can also pick one. I can do the teacher thing and pick if people are feeling shy. That's also fine.
Never feel shy. What about the behavior complaint against the poltergeist?
Yeah, let's do it. Cool. So I'll clerk this one, and because the clerk's job is to keep the time and to sort of introduce the case and get everyone settled. So I'll do that role first so people can see what it looks like.
Right.
Do we have someone who would like to be the plaintiff in this case? It is a case involving a haunting rights dispute between two ghost claimants of the property at 1151 Sumner Street.
I would love to be the poltergeist. So
awesome.
Someone else can be the plaintiff.
I can be the plaintiff then.
Fantastic. So we'll have Joost and Karin. You can take your respective spots at either the black or the white table. For the prosecution and defense. It doesn't matter which one is which, just whatever color you like. And I will clock it. And, oh yes, we need a judge. Who wants to be the judge?
So the defendant would be here?
Yeah, let's take the defendant spot.
I can judge, but I need to rejoin because I tried to open the court cases and Firefox didn't like it very much.
If you see a little X in the corner of your screen, you might be able to click on it.
Oh, okay.
And then it should take you back to the room.
Oh, it fixed it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay, I will judge.
Nice.
Here.
Feel free to take your seat in the judge's chair, and then for other people not participating, they're welcome to sit in the audience. Odile, we need a reporter. Would you like to be the reporter?
Oh God.
No pressure, we don't have to have a reporter, so if you want to sit back and enjoy, that is absolutely fine. But if you would like to be a reporter, feel free to take a spot on either of the rugs there. Nice. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'll be clerking this particular case. I will introduce the judge. We have, All rise. Oyez, oyez, oyez. The Honorable Judge Kyle is now sitting for the dispatch of this honorable court's business. You may all be seated. Today's case is the case of Wope, Kisu, and Potlow, a haunting rights dispute case between two ghost claimants of the property at 1151 Sumner Street. The plaintiff will, of course, get to state their case first. They will have 1 minute to state their case. We will then give the defendant 1 minute to state theirs, followed by some light cross-examination by the judge, who will have 3 minutes to question each lawyer before making their judgment. Plaintiff, would you please like to stand and state your case?
Yes, thank you. I'm standing now. I am a living person, like many of us, and all I want to do is live out my life in peace. I try to provide for my family. I worked very hard for that, and I managed to recently buy a property. It's at 61 Bellwood Court, and it's lovely. It has all the bedrooms we need. It has 2 TVs. I bought those too. And now all I want to do is sit in it with my family. Not a part of my family is a poltergeist, but he will not leave us alone. We tried to watch The Price is Right, and every time they announce the price, the poltergeist will come up with some noisy scream to ruin our fun. When we try to shower, we will swap the shampoos and the conditioners. So we always have dried out hair or oily hair. And we just want to be happy. We don't deserve this. We deserve a better life. Thank you. Oh, I should make a claim. Poltergeist should go. They can live with the neighbors.
Thank you, plaintiff. Defendant, please rise and state your case. Oh, sorry, defendant. Yeah, defendant, please rise. State your case.
We can't hear you, Lauren.
Oh,
You're
no.
not on your spot.
Oh. Thank you. It's almost like yeah. Who designed this space? Defendant, will you please rise and state your case?
I am rising, and boy, am I rising. Yes, my name is Gerlewix. I'm a poltergeist. I feel very comfortable being a poltergeist, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with being a poltergeist and I feel like I'm an artist of sorts. And this is my artistic expression from beyond the grave. And I feel like the plaintiff, Byrne, knew that I was haunting this place. And I feel like this is, this is gentrification. I should be able to haunt this place, and someone just comes in and buys the place and doesn't accept it on its own terms, doesn't accept the expressive character of this local environment, the joyful, geisty nature of this of this house and what it does for the neighborhood and the stories that the kids can tell about it. I feel like this house with me in it should be maybe UNESCO heritage, and I feel like that the plaintiff is flattening and destroying the character of the city by not letting me express my craft.
Thank you, defense. Judge, would you please like to cross-examine and/or pontificate on your opinion of this case as it stands?
So I need to read my roll because I can't read it from my chair because it's over there.
Oh, it's over there. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna walk over, read my roll, and be right back.
Nice.
It's okay. This is Justice's first day on the job.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Is there a role for the judge? Is the judge simply judging?
Basically, yeah.
I see like lawyer info, clerk info.
Yeah, the judge just gets free reign of judgment. They're having complete control of the outcome of this case.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, thank you. Okay, I understand. Okay, so. All right, got it. Okay, understood. 3 minutes to question the litigants. Okay, well, thank you for your arguments. Bailiff, could you please restate the names of the plaintiff and defendant?
Oh, yes, of course, Your Honor. It would be my absolute pleasure. The participants in this case, we have Partlo, the defendant, who is deceased, and the plaintiff, Wope Kisu.
No, they're
also
called
deceased.
Bern and Gerlovich.
Oh, my
I
bad.
think you're looking at the wrong
I'm
information.
looking at the wrong information. Wow, it's
Bailiff, what are you
It's a
doing?
joke. My apologies, Your Honor. I will not make that mistake again. We have Golowitz, the defendant who is deceased, and Bern, the plaintiff who is living.
Okay.
I call for a mistrial.
Request rejected. Okay, so Gerliff and Berlowitz. Right. Okay, Berlowitz. Wait, Berlowitz is the defendant?
Golowitz is the defendant, and Bern is the plaintiff.
Berlowitz is the defendant, and Bern is the plaintiff. Okay. Okay, Bird. You say that your shampoo bottles have been rearranged by the poltergeist. By
Gerlowitz. I feel like my identity is being erased by capitalist impulses here.
Your
it's no surprise
identity
my
has
name
been
gets-
registered by the court. Please remain quiet.
only at a surface level.
This is why we are here to ask questions. Ask another perform another interjection, and I'll have you removed from the courtroom.
You can try.
Yes, Your Honor, we sadly lack the ghostly protocols to refuse access to departed members of this courtroom due to it being quite discriminatory.
Bailiff, what are you doing here? I thought this was a place of order and law, and yet we cannot even control who enters and leaves.
I will add it to the list of things I have to do today, Your Honor. I do deeply apologize. It won't happen again.
Oh, can't believe I got assigned to this ghost court. So, defendant, you have spoken about the rearrangement of your shampoo and conditioner bottles. How often does this happen?
Well, Your Honor, I don't even know, to be honest, at this point, because every time I try to get used to the new situation, and it seems like it's flipped again, and it is like it doesn't even matter. I don't know how he does it. I guess it's some kind of dark magic that, for me, I try to stay away from because I'm a good person, and that's why I deserve my rights. So I don't really know what to tell you here. I don't know what's going on. It throws me off every time. I haven't had a relaxed, peaceful shower in probably 2 months. So all the time.
And when you purchased this house or this residence, were you told by your realtor that the residence was haunted?
I was not. I was not.
Yes, she was.
I went to open houses and everything was peachy, calm, and quiet. No ghosts, no geists, and no polter at all. I could see myself sitting there, enjoying the quiet, enjoying my shows with my family, seeing it to the end and we don't even have a VCR because it's 2021, but just suddenly it will glitch and like rewind. And I can't explain that. It has to be him, and it's not fair. And no, it was not known to me before I bought the house. Actually, I don't even think he was here. I think that he moved in after us because we were making such a lovely home for ourselves. And then the poltergeist came in and he thought that's going to be a nice place for me to live. I bet he's been homeless or something.
Defendant, what do you have to say about this line of argument that you moved in after the house was purchased, and that the plaintiff was not informed of this?
No. This is a total. Let me speak. This is a total lie. It's a total lie. The neighborhood knows me and loves me. Children have been telling stories about me for hundreds of years. You can ask anyone in the neighborhood, and I was actually there when this living person bought the house, and I heard the previous owner tell her that I was there and that there were some I mean, they put it in general terms, but there were some problematic emanations and happenings in the house. And I believe that the buyer of the house thought that this might be fun. And I don't stand for liberal bourgeois cooptation of real artwork like my own. So
Okay.
my
We
my work
understand
with
your
the shampoo.
artistic
Hold on,
views.
no. My work with the
We
shampoo
need to
bottles.
move on. Please respect the bench. Order. Order.
It's simply an art installation.
Order. So I'm wondering, has the defendant, have you brought a character witness to attest to the fact that you have haunted this neighborhood for a long time now?
I haven't brought a character witness, but I can produce a character witness for the next session if I need to.
Very well. And the plaintiff, I would ask that you please bring the realtor to court so that we may investigate this matter further as to whether you were or were not informed. Because the bench believes, this court believes, that your complaints may actually be with your realtor and not the defendant. However, this is a matter that still needs to be investigated further. So we will reconvene at a later date to discuss this further. And good luck to both of you in coexisting while court is in recess. Thank you. Goodbye.
So the audience gets up and starts chattering away about it. We turn to our court reporter.
Well, folks, there you have it. It's pretty exciting. You can tell the judge has done 30 cases already today, so he took a little while to get into it. And unfortunately, for this one, we can't actually give you a final result yet. Where is this mystery realtor? And where are these character witnesses for the defendant? They're not here today, so unfortunately, we will not know the outcome of this one. But we have many more cases lined up for you, so stay tuned.
Amazing. So that was case 1. We can always, if we feel like it, come back and redo this case when we do have character witnesses. And then for future, I got to say, you're welcome to say, yes, I do have a character witness, and then someone who isn't currently, say the court reporter or myself, can step in and be a character witness ad hoc if needed. So yes, please feel free to call on character witnesses. Had a very funny game where someone's grandmother in hell was called as a character witness. Very fun.
Awesome. Very nice. Yeah.
But should we do another case? We can swap roles now, so if you'd like to be something else, feel free to shout out and claim a new role.
I would. Lauren, is there any way that you could link us to the PDF in Discord so I could open it in a separate window? Because I couldn't read the case information when I was on the bench. Yeah, and I couldn't remember everybody's name because they were strange, and I couldn't see what was going on.
Absolutely.
Yost has it, right?
Yeah, so,
I've just posted it in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Yeah, it should be in the chat.
And you can also
go Adil.
the images you have for your role, let's say, you can drag those to another tab, and then they're a bit easier to read.
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh yeah, that one is good. That's good to know. And also, if you say the chat, please be specific, because there's also a chat in Gather. So if it's
Discord, it's a Discord.
If it's the Discord, then I'll use the Discord.
And it's also in the pinned. If you see the little pin icon underneath the blue house, there's a link to the court cases. In the
awesome!
Google
Thank
Drive
you.
there. No problem.
Cool. All right, I'll vacate this position.
Do you have a preferred role you'd like to play, Kyle, or would you like to take it easy? How are you feeling? Oh, you've also muted yourself.
I will take it easy. I can play the role of the reporter.
Nice. And who would like to be our judge? We need a judge.
I'd be happy to be a judge, but I also be happy to. Yeah, go ahead, Odile. Go take the judge.
Yeah,
seat.
it's any three of the others is fine for me, I guess. So I'll judge for this one, I guess.
Nice. So we have, Karin, Joost, I know you're both lawyers. Would you like to swap roles, or would one of you like to be a clerk and just time to be the busybody?
Yeah, I can be a clerk. That's fine.
Awesome.
So
And
the first question is, are you alive or dead? Is that something I need to figure out for myself?
yeah, it's like a little internal question. You could like pepper it in with like your
All right.
character if you like.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Karin, you were previously the plaintiff. Would you like to stay the plaintiff, be a defendant?
Sure, of course.
Awesome. And now I need to pick a case. Traditionally, the clerk gets to pick the case. So if Joost, there's another case you would like to pick up.
Yeah, and Lauren, you'll be the defendant, huh?
Oh yes, I'll be the defendant. Yeah.
Yeah, I can pick a case, for sure. Let me see. Okay, so why don't we go for Price versus Lafarga on page 8.
Page 8.
This is a contract dispute between the living manager of the Coffer Avenue Theater and a ghost employee. So we have a dead defendant, Lafarga, and a living plaintiff, Price, on page 8.
Gotcha.
Okay, everyone take a look at your characters. So especially Karin and Lauren. Are you okay? Are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Okay, give you a few minutes, or a few seconds anyway. Price versus Lafarga. Yeah. So, everyone, the session is opened. Please rise. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. Everyone, please rise for the Honorable Judge Odile. Today's case is Price versus Lafarga. We are discussing a contract dispute between the living manager of the Coffer Avenue Theater and ghost employee Lafarga. And we would like to hear statements about the case, first from the plaintiff. Price, can you please state your claim?
Oh, that's me, right?
That's you, yes.
Sorry. Excellent. I was updating my name. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Apologies for the delay there. I am simply overcome with malaise after having my dearest employee, Lafarga, in total breach of their employment contract with IC. They made a verbal promise to me to haunt this lovely Coffer Theater. I'm sure you've all been. It's the decor is amazing, very old, like rich architecture, and of course Lafarga's excellently placed to haunt that establishment, for they're very elegant and refined, of course. However, they have been lacking in their duties recently, and thus in breach of this verbal contract, for it is now ghostless. They have just simply disappeared, not in a scary manifest way where they haunt people, just they're just not there anymore, and I need them on the job, otherwise why would anyone come to my haunted theatre? They're in clear verbal breach of this verbal promise, and I would like to see it upheld. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. We will now hear from the defendant.
Yes, thank you. I do agree, and we did have a verbal agreement that I work in this theater, and it is beautiful, and I did it with pride, honestly. It is a simple problem, though. I have not been able to be paid. In return for my wonderful hauntings, I would be allowed to visit all the screenings for the wonderful movies that this theater shows. However, I cannot collect these movies now, not safely. This is because the screenings suddenly also include in the audience ghost hunter Pauline Coucheneur, which is a name that I know. You will understand, both plaintiff and judge, that it is not safe for me to collect my payment when, someone is hunting for my existence in the very room. I would love to continue the arrangement. However, Miss Pauline would not be welcome at the screenings. Or maybe there can be Ghost Hunter free screenings that I can attend. The way that it is now, it's just a safety issue for me.
All right. So, a question for the plaintiff, Manager Price. Is it true that this ghost hunter is a patron of your establishment?
Well, yes, I know Pauline. I had no idea that she was a ghost hunter, however. This is news to me that was not submitted into evidence.
All right. So, question for the defendant. Do you have any proof of this person being a ghost hunter and posing any danger to the safety of your workplace?
Thank you. That's a very good question. Yes, it is very well known among us ghosts. We have these lists of people that are known ghost hunters. I've actually lost 2 friends. One was a slime in a phone booth, and the other haunted a metro station downtown. Both of them fell victim to Pauline's work ethic. And that was not even, in a place of leisure. They were actually causing obstructions to other people. So I don't like to think what she would do to me, I mean, this is her life. But also I feel that because I'm in agreement with Price, that I should be left alone if I'm going to do my job right. And, I think that we always had a good understanding, Price. I did a good job. I did beautiful hauntings. And the theater is really nice. It's a good haunting space, too. Lots of, little galleries and interesting architecture to ghost around in. So I'm really sad to see this understanding, work out this way. I think the solution is simple. We kill Pauline.
Hold on. Is this Miss Kushnur present in court?
If Kyle would like to be Miss Kushanor, you're welcome to act as a witness.
Sure, why not? I'll do it from here, I guess.
Yes. All right, I call upon the witness, Pauline Kushnur. Is it true that you are a ghost hunter?
Yes, and proud of it.
Mm-hmm. And what does a ghost hunter do exactly?
Well, Your Honor, it's a complex matter, one that many do not understand.
Mm-hmm. But can you explain for the court?
First, we identify the ghosts, and then we hunt and exterminate the ghosts.
All right. And do you know the defendant?
Do I know the defendant? Well, I know of the defendant.
And what do you know of the defendant?
That, right. I know that the defendant is a ghost.
And if you would meet the defendant in this theater, what would your course of action be?
I would first ask the proprietor for permission to exterminate the ghost. I am a ghost hunter, but we have our rules, and I have to respect private property, as I'm sure you understand, Your Honor.
Yes. All right. No further questions for the witness. Manager Price, with this information, would you be willing to negotiate with Miss Kushnur that the plaintiff, wait, the plaintiff? No, the defendant would be safe to work in your establishment from now on. That it is and will not be hunted or exterminated.
Well, yes, Your Honor, I'm incredibly torn, for Pauline is a very, very much valued customer, frequents my establishment almost every day, I would say, and yet my dear colleague, Lafarga, is correct. We do have such a lovely working relationship outside of this sad, tragic situation we find ourselves in, and I would hate to see them gone from this place. They know it very intimately and have successfully haunted many people there. In fact, our revenue has increased, so yes, I would be open to negotiate with either parties to ensure that we can maintain the safety of dear Lafarga and also give Pauline access to the establishment as she sees fit.
Mm-hmm. And question then for the defendant. Would an agreement or contract be sufficient for you to resume your work at the theater?
That would depend on what's in the contract. Frankly, I don't see myself working in a place that allows people like this in. I mean, did you even hear her casually say she would exterminate me? Exterminate me. That's not
right.
A place.
I'll do it right now if someone gives me permission.
You shut up.
Order.
I waited all the time
in the
to
court.
speak.
Order in the court.
Yes, exactly.
Well. I think I've heard enough, and I'm ready to pronounce a verdict. So based on your testimonies and your behavior in court, I think it would be unlikely that, let's say, the defendant and the ghost hunter, Miss Kushnur, would be, it would be unsafe for them to be in the establishment at the same time. So I, what's the word? Not instruct, but oh goodness.
Direct?
Charge. No.
Nice.
See, hashtag Team Ghost, says the chat. Yes, I charge the plaintiff, the manager Price, to actually no, I am putting a restraining order on Miss Kushnur, the ghost hunter, and she will be no longer allowed to frequent the theater.
What's this? Is an outrage.
Theater.
I'm a witness, not a defendant. This court is a joke. What is dead should stay dead. What is dead should stay dead.
Order, bailiff. Please escort the plaintiff out of my courtroom. That's my verdict, en daar zult u het mee moeten doen.
Thank you all
For
for attending this session. Thank you. Order, please. I'm happy we reached a verdict today, and I hope you are all safe on your way home, as far as you can even be safe if you're dead.
And Kyle, if you, as the court reporter, have questions for
the
parties involved, including yourself, if you would like to speak on behalf of Pauline.
Okay, first we'll speak to, first I will speak to Price, the plaintiff. Price, are you satisfied with the court's decision today?
Well, Pauline really was upholding our business a fair amount, and would be such a shame to lose her, but I have to admit it would be such a deeper shame to lose Lafarga. They're simply the best ghoster I could ever hope to have in my establishment, and I do hope that it won't create tension between us moving forward, but I shall have to see.
Do you feel comfortable that your witness was given a restraining order despite not being a party to the case?
Oh, well, I cannot claim to be any legal expert, so no, I shall... no comment. Yes, that's right. I exercise my right to no comment.
Well, that's certainly your right. Now, Lafarga, you were told that, or sorry, the ghost hunter who has been disrupting your employment, Pauline, has said that what is dead should stay dead. Would you agree with that statement?
I would not. Or in the sense that I am dead, and I'm still dead, so I'm staying dead. So if that answers your question, yes, the dead should be allowed to stay dead at peace in their existence, continued after death.
And are you satisfied that the court has provided for your safety with this restraining order?
Very happy, yes. Very happy to be back on the job tomorrow.
Thank you. Now I'll speak to the ghost hunter. So I'll say, Miss Kushnor, you've been given a restraining order by the court. Obviously a heated day for you. How do you feel about this decision? Well, it's an outrage. It's just terrible. I am doing a service for this community and for the community of all the living and the dead. I am making sure that what is alive and what is dead, and I think that is an orderly sort of business that I do and a service that I provide, and this court's decision to interfere, I would say, is probably due to a certain amount of bias. It's called a ghost court. Have you ever considered that maybe by accepting the existence of ghosts as legal plaintiffs and defendants, they are disrupting the natural order of things? No, I hadn't considered that, but I will certainly leave that to our viewers to decide. More at 11. That's
excellent.
Thank you.
That was a great case. How are we doing?
Nice.
Everyone happy to keep playing some more ghostly court cases?
Why don't we do one more?
Okay.
Sounds good.
I have done some homework. I've selected one that I think might be interesting.
Oh, excellent.
It's about two living people. It's on page 14. Sterthanis versus Sterthanis. It's a property dispute between two living people concerning care and upkeep of a ghost dog.
Ah, yes.
Yay.
Oh,
That
so
sounds
good.
really nice.
It sounds very good.
Sorry, go on.
Oh, sorry, I was just going to say I have a next meeting at 1, so I would like to have maybe the bailiff role or something else that could be a bit more
Absolutely, yeah.
easy to step out of.
Feel free to take the weird ghost spot on the carpet.
Yeah.
I will.
The chat is suspecting that the judge was a witch in the previous case, and that would bias her against
Oh my god!
against living people. But I have no
bias?
comments on that. I don't have any comments on that. No.
To the Court of Ghostly Appeals.
I'm claiming the judge's chair today.
Excellent.
Okay.
How are you feeling, Kyle?
I will be the plaintiff.
Excellent.
Why not?
I will be the court reporter. Alyssa.
There we go.
Yeah, sounds
Wait,
good.
which one is which? Plaintiff is blue?
Either or.
Okay.
Judge. Which this ought to be your domain.
I think Karine is Karine is the bailiff, right? Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay.
Cool.
Everybody please rise. Court is in session. We have on the plaintiff side, Sterthanos, a living person. Defending, Sterthanos, also a living person. Hosting this session is Judge the host. Please be seated. First, the plaintiff will get to speak for 1 minute, after which the defendant will speak for 1 minute. After this, Judge the host will rule as he desires. Proceed.
Well, Your Honor, I have come to you seeking your assistance and your justice. After a period of happiness brought together, convened by our lovely Hauntweiler, we have drifted apart, myself and the defendant, and we have divorced through the usual court channels. However, despite a separation and divorce agreement and contract that was signed by both of us at the time of the divorce, my ex-husband, Sterthanos, refuses to take care of the Hauntweiler that brought us happiness in the past. I would ask you to remind my ex-husband, the defendant, of his responsibilities in caring for this pet as was determined by the law. And also, Sterthanos, you should take some responsibility for all of the happiness that our Hauntweiler brought us, and you are just ignoring them. That's unacceptable.
I would like the plaintiff to speak up, please. Or the defendant, I should say, sorry.
Well, I never really wanted a dog. Like it was her idea. Yeah, I guess we adopted it together, but that doesn't mean that I should take the dog now, does it?
That's not true. I saw you. You went to the pet shop every night. I looked at your Google history. I saw you. You were interested in a Hauntweiler as well. And you were always watching Hauntweiler shows on Netflix.
Okay, order.
You looked at my Google history?
Order.
What?
Order.
See, this is why we're getting divorced.
Order in the court, or both of you will be guilty. I think this is a very serious case. I think that ghost dogs, personally, the judge's opinion is that ghost dogs are not taken seriously enough in general. I come from a family of Hound Bernard breeders, where we breed dogs to die young so that they can become ghost dogs. And we've been doing this for 1,000 years. And I know that a ghost dog is a big responsibility. I simply feel that this is an easy case. The responsibility should be shared by the two of you. And as a lover of the sort of new arising multi-species ghost paradigm, we have to see animals as in many important ways the same as humans. So I think that defendant, you may feel like you have less responsibility than you have here. So I rule that you share the care of this dog 50-50. I also, plaintiff, would like to stress that leaving half of the responsibility for the ghost dog in the hands of the defendant means that you should also respect their way of raising the well, raising, I guess that's a bit of a creepy term in this case, but the dead dog in question. And I would advise that I would instruct you to come back in a year with the dog. And before we end, actually, I would love to see this dog. So I don't know if we can produce this dog as a non-human witness.
If you do, you'll see that this dog just hates me.
Can anyone pick up the dog roll?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And I hate them.
I can just do dog noises.
Yeah, go for it.
Like that. At like the defendant as like the dog comes into the courtroom.
See,
I
Your
see
Honor,
that there's some work here
take
in
care of
terms
this
of dog-human relationship to be developed. If I see this sort of dynamic, I would also instruct the defendant to take some ghost dog trainings. I have some nice addresses with my family of Hout Bernard trainers, so that is is going to be part of my ruling. Thank you very much. Yes, I know.
Thank
it's going
you,
to be okay.
Your Honor. Thank you for your justice. I told you, Stirthanus. I told you so many times you needed to go to the ghost dog trainer. You needed to learn how to handle our ghost dog, our Hauntweiler, our dear friend. But no, you just wanted to watch shows on Netflix all the time. You'd moved on from Hauntweilers.
Plaintiff, if you keep this accusatory tone, and this stays a problem in your dynamic in the next year, there will be consequences for you as well. You both have to take responsibility. The dog is more important than you.
Of course. My apologies, Your Honor.
Okay. This ends the court case. Court adjourned.
See, defendant, I can ask you a question before you leave the courtroom.
Yeah, sure.
The rumor is true that you're actually considering adopting a Afghoul hound at your property, and that's why you really can't take on this dog?
I have no comment on that.
It's true. We still share the same Netflix account. I've seen his history. I know what happened. He's been watching those cool shows.
You need to stop stalking me. This is exactly the reason why we got divorced. And it's pronounced Stirthanus.
It's my name too, Stirthanus.
Plaintiff, are you surprised the judge didn't ask you to get your own Netflix account, given the extent of the stalking you've been doing to your partner?
I have no comment about that. Other than Stirthanus is too lazy to get his own. He's the one who asked me to let him keep using it.
So they had a chance of you two getting back together then?
No
Absolutely
way.
not.
Okay, jeez. I know
what kind of question is that?
I'll take my leave.
Oh, the accent.
And that was cool. That was Ghost Code, everyone. Thank you all for playing.
Hey, thanks, Lauren. That was really good.
Yeah, that was super nice. Really fun. Lots of I like this where it's like a simple structure, and it allows for lots of creativity within that structure. Short gameplay. It's really cool.
Yeah,
really inspiring.
I love playing anytime. Always like pulling out the really bad New York accent and being an annoying reporter.
That's super nice.
So fun.
Yeah, no, I would love to do that again. It sounds really cool.
Awesome.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. We will catch you all around. Thank you all for watching too on chat.
Thanks, everyone, watching on chat. Bye.
See you next
Thanks,
week.
everybody.
Bye-bye.